All right. Mulligans and Hackers Golf back for episode, was this 116?
116?
116. Ponoka match play recap?
Yes.
And,
There's
and,
not
and a bunch of other stuff.
there's not going to be much recap of Alvin's week. I think I got 2 9s in this week.
Yeah, you had a pretty light week this week.
Yeah. I played Wednesday. We played 9 holes Wednesday because men's league was on Monday.
Yep.
I didn't play Monday.
Yeah, I didn't play Wednesday. You played Wednesday.
Yeah. Well, no.
I didn't play Wednesday. I went to see my dad.
Who,
We played Thursday.
did I play Wednesday?
You did play Wednesday. You told me you played Wednesday.
Who did I play with Wednesday?
I don't know. I know who we played with on Thursday.
Yeah. Yeah. Who did I play with on Wednesday? I can't remember anything about Wednesday. I had a bad bout of vertigo, so the whole mind is pretty foggy right now. I had no idea who I played with Wednesday.
You told me it was just some randoms that you played with. Well, we played with Bryce Pickford and Ethan. I can't remember what Ethan's last name is, but he was in the Saha Academy for a while and got traded from the Tigers. But Bryce is really good defenseman for the Tigers.
Bryce Pickford, he had
14 goals in 10 games in the playoffs.
in the playoffs for
10 straight games. Yeah, it was
on pace to the Mem Cup.
Yeah.
So
and so they just kind of randomly showed up.
Showed up, and it's like
Alvin played 9 with us, and I played the whole 18 with those guys. And
so that 9 that I played, I do remember.
Mm-hmm.
I doubled one, just hit my drive down the fairway. Oh no, I was off to the right in the tree line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just hacked around, took a double. The next hole, the par 4, I butchered and took a quad. So 6 over through the first 2. Then I went 2 over through the next 6 to go 8 over for the front 9. If that isn't the epitome of where my golf game is right now,
Mm-hmm.
just butcher the start and bring it back at the end.
Yeah, buddy.
And I've been doing that for a while. And I'm not going to say that I'm sick of it, because you know what? I'm going to have my blow up holes, but now I have the ability to at least recover and bring it back to respectable.
Mm-hmm.
I had a couple opportunities at birdie, could have even brought it back to less, but you know what? I get in those rhythms of where I don't know what I'm doing on the golf course, and then I get into those phases where it's like fairway, green, 2-putt par type shit. It's feast or famine for me in the game, and I come out with the same score as I normally do to keep my handicap at where it is at 12. So
I'll tell you what, I feel lately like my score is maybe not always reflected, but I feel like I'm hitting a lot more fairway green, and getting a lot more of those knocked down.
Well, I think we talked about it last pod, like the last round I played on Sunday, I hit 11 greens.
Yeah.
Granted, I had 8 3-putts, but like 11 greens for me is out of this world, right?
11 greens is pretty unbelievable. It's pretty wild.
So that part of the game, like my tee off the tee box, I'm really happy with. My approach game is really starting to come in. Again, out of the bunkers, I've never had an issue with, and it's just the putting is gone back to its circular rotation of I'm shit on the green right now. But I've had my times where it's good, so I'm just I'll get back there. But it's like that whole slider thing. Once my putting comes back, my short game will go away, or my approach game will go away. Right? And once I get that, fuck.
That's how it works, man. I even seen it this weekend with some of the guys on the golf course. Like when we were playing in our match play, it was we were talking about that.
We were talking about that. So let's talk about the match play in Ponoka. Let's talk about the golf course first. You've never played there, right?
Nope, never played there. Nice little. It's got 19 holes. The 19th hole is like a little par 3. They do the KP and everything. So we had a little KP contest. Everybody could hit one shot at the pin after your round on Saturday if you wanted, and it was like 92 or 93 yards, playing like 88 or something like that. It's a tough little front pin. Anyways, which was kind of cool. The rest of the golf course, beautiful little spot. Just you don't even feel like you're in Ponoka because it's kind of back a little ways on the hill, right beside the Brain and whatever clinic that's out there. There's this massive Alberta Health clinic that's out there, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Isn't that the insane asylum?
No, that
Oh,
got shut down a while ago.
okay.
So yeah, so nice little driving range out to the left of the clubhouse and whatnot, and then nines coming back on a tight little course. I think one of the few holes that actually had OB because the driving range is OB out to the right. And then yeah, you start on hole one is a long par five with elevated tee boxes. Or I guess we weren't elevated off the silvers, but the blacks are elevated up there pretty high. So kind of reminds me in a lot of ways of Medicine Hat. Greens aren't as nice or fast as the Hat, but the way that their trees are and the way that if you go underneath the trees, you got to play some punch shots. Kind of reminded me of the Hat, so I kind of almost felt at home that way because I mean we play a lot out there where that's and I've played a lot in the trees, so I've learned how to punch shots out and advance the ball a little bit. So yeah, I drove up to Calgary on Friday. Stayed at my dad's overnight. Took my wife up there, and then Saturday morning about 10:30, 11, I got in the car, drove out to Ponoka. Had a 3 o'clock tea time, so got there about 1ish. Chilled out, got some food, hung out a little bit, and then hit the driving range and kind of just got loose in preparation for Saturday's matches. So the format.
Oh yeah, do the format.
So the format going into day one, you get put into brackets of 8.
How many brackets were there?
There was 8 brackets.
8 brackets of 8.
8 brackets of 8, I believe. So and basically the way that Leah did the brackets was she just listed everybody 1 to 64 from your handicaps, top to bottom, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, and that's how you did her. And then she took 75% net. So then she put everybody's handicap on that course, and then took 75% of it as what you'd play. And I think most of the brackets, like there wasn't too many strokes that had to be given. I think in our bracket, like the most strokes that had to be given was 1 on a 9-hole run. So I mean, very close handicap wise. Now day one's format. So we played in two foursome groups. So you get two 9-hole matches. So you play someone in your group, and then the other 2 play. The winners play, and then the losers play. And if you're 2-0 after day one, you're playing for first or second on day 2 in an 18-hole match. If you're 0-2 on day 1, you're playing for 7th or 8th in an 18-hole match. And if you're 1-1, you play for anywhere from 3rd to 6th in 2 9-hole matches again. So you get 4 matches on the weekend instead of 3. So I went in, I think I was technically the 3rd seed in our bracket based upon my handicap. So my first matchup was against Brian, and I had to give Brian 1 stroke on hole number 6. So we got off par 5. I had a 4-iron out onto the fairway, and kind of lost the 6-iron right a little bit, bounced off a tree, bounced back into the fairway.
Ginger lock.
And then took a wedge and tucked it to within like 2 feet and made birdie. And he made par, so I'm 1 up after 1. So that was a good start. So then 2 we both parred, I think. 3 we both bogeyed. 4, what's 4? 4 was, so 3 is the par 3. 4 would have been, let me just get my scorecard. Should be more prepared maybe. Kind of semi-prepared,
This is technically your podcast because I didn't play any golf.
Yeah.
Hardly at all. And we're talking about Ponoka, and you're just,
All right, so yeah.
Sloughing your way through it here.
So hole 2, we both parred. So we no, I'm still 1 up after 2. Hole 3, we bogeyed. Hole 4, we bogeyed. Hole 5, we bogeyed. So I'm 1 up after 5 with 4 holes to go in my first match. Hole 6 comes up. hole that I got to give him strokes
You got
on.
to give him a
I
stroke.
got to give him a stroke. So I mean, I have to beat him by a stroke if I want to tie the hole. Otherwise, I'm giving up the hole. Well, I lose my 4-iron out to the right into the trees. I go to chip it out, and my fucking push cart, I thought it was out of the way. I fucking smoked my push cart with my chip out. So it puts me in a really shitty spot.
Oh my god.
So then I'm like, okay. So I'm like, I kind of have to go for it because he's right in the middle of the fairway. So I take a pitching wedge, and I'm kind of like, the trees are like right here, and I'm kind of like right here on the edge, and there's not much room there. So I'm like, if I want to be aggressive with it. So I'm like, well, whatever. I'm going to go for it. And if I miss it right, so be it. And so I hit it, and it just happened to clip a branch and then kicked right into the trees. So I had to take another drop, or I had to take a drop. Anyways, I butchered the hole and ended up taking a triple. And then I think he bogeyed the hole actually in the end, and so he ended up beating me. So then we're even after 6. Well, what happens on fucking 7? I lose my fucking tee shot again out to the right into the trees. Got to take another drop, and I'm in decent shape after 3. After taking my drop, like I'm just a chip away, and he ends up behind some trees on the right, has to chip out, whatever. So we end up in the same spot on it with after our 3rd shots, essentially. And I fucking hit a terrible little chip, terrible, just fucking skull fucking across the green. And then I chip it back. Then I 2-putt for a 6, and then sorry, I took a 7. He actually took a 6. He took a double, and I ended up with a triple. So now he's 1 up with 2 holes to go. So hole 8's a par 5. By the way, this golf course has black sand bunkers. They're almost more like mud. I mean, I think the only bunker I played in was the fairway bunker on number 8. And I went into the fairway bunker, and I'm like, oh, this looks like it's going to be crappy because it was wet. And I'm like, kind of looks like mud. So I ended up hitting my tee shot into the only fucking fairway bunker on there. And I was like, great. And I got in there, and I'm like, oh, I was like, there are no rakes. I was like, technically, it is a waste bunker. I can actually ground my club in this one. And I was, thanks, Leah, for the the clarification on that in the
Real
past.
clarification.
So, anyways, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna hit a 6-iron. I was like, should be good. Crushed a beautiful 6-iron out of there. Great, hit a good wedge, 2-putt par. He 2-putt parred. I'm like, he made his par, and then I still had to putt my par, and I had about 3 feet, and I'm like, ooh, I gotta make this to keep the match going. And I stepped up and I drained it, a clutch putt, which was good. So I kept my match going into 9. So if you tie in your 9-hole matches, you go to a blind putt off, and on the putting green, and Leah just sets it up, and one guy putts, and then the other guy's not watching, and she measures, and then you get your turn, and the first guy can watch because whatever, right? So 9, I hit a really shitty 6-iron. Yeah, really shitty 6-iron. I made the fairway, but I hit a shitty 6-iron. I still had a 7-iron to go, so I had like 185, 190 yards out. So I hit it. It rolled up onto the green and up onto the back slope and stayed there. So I got a down slope to this fucking pin for 3. Well, he ended up underneath of a tree off to the left, chipped out and chipped on for his 3. So then, yeah. So then what did I do? I think I putted that one out of the rough because it was like a mad downhill. I got it going. I put it to within like 4 to 5 feet. I'm like, okay, that's pretty good from where I was. He missed his putt and then made his 5. So I'm like, well, I got a chance here. I ended up lipping my par putt to lose my match. So I mean, I lost by 1 down, and so then I would end up playing the loser. Well, the other 2 guys, Ken and James, who were in our group, they ended up tied after 9, so they had to go to the putt off. So James went first, and I think he missed his putt. It looked like it was going in the whole time, and then I think it stopped like 4 to 5 inches past the hole. And then Ken steps up there and drained the putt. So Ken wins the match in the playoff. So we go to the back. So Ken plays Brian, and I play James. So hole number 10, um, I lose my ball a little left this time, kind of in the trees, and I'm like, well, I don't really have another line. I'm going to go down 18 because 18's right beside it. I'm like, easy punch out to 18, punch it down 18. I have a shot at the green. So I punch it out down 18. I go and I'm kind of can't see the green, but I kind of got a line on it because there's lots of tall trees in the way. So I hit a 9-iron, and James is like, yeah, I had a perfect line. Ba 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 ba. Skipped OB. So I had to hit another one from where I was back there, and then so now I'm hitting fucking 5 and from back there, and I ended up taking a double, and then I think he parred or something. I basically told him to pick up because I'm like, yeah, you've won the hole, so it doesn't matter. So I'm down 1. Hole number 11, par 4. What happened? Oh, I ended up with a bogey. James parred it, so down 2 after 2 on the back. Hole number 12, I took another bogey. James parred it. 3 down after 3 on the back. With 6 to go, I'm 3 down, and I'm like, well, this is all but over here. Like,
in danger of losing both matches on Saturday.
I mean, we're in some deep shit here. So I rebound on 13 and 14. I go par and win the next 2 holes to get back to 1 down going into 15. Well, I lose 15 to go back to 2 down with a bogey on the par 3. And the par 3s were just like, lately, for whatever reason, I'm either like fucking birdie or I'm bogey on par 3s. Like, there doesn't seem to be any in between lately. So now I'm 2 down with 3 holes to go. So 16, par 5, kind of goes out, and then it kind of kicks back, kicks right, and away it goes. And it's kind of a tough hole because there's a couple unseen shots out there, and there's a couple cool bells you got to ding when you're in spots and stuff like that. So, anyways, so 16, I think we both pumped out good drives. I think James lost his second shot right into the trees, and yeah, he did. Then he ended up deep and then he ended up off the left side of the green, and I think he 3-putted for a 7. And I ended up with a bogey. So now I'm 1 down going into 17. Well, don't I freaking I hit the green. It was about an 8 or 9 foot putt. Drain a little right-left slider left-right slider for the birdie. And James had chipped on and had a good shot at par, but I just stepped up, drained the birdie. All of a sudden, the match is even
with 1 hole to go.
With 1 hole to go, and I'm like, okay, I got a chance now. That's all I asked for. So I step up to the tee on 18. So 18's got water kind of in front, and then it's kind of got the fairway kind of curls around the water, so you can take the long way and bail out. It's not really a long way, but the worser angle. But if you can pump a drive, you can put it to about 100 yards out. So, I mean, I was hitting my iron, so I'm like, whatever, I'll hit a 6-iron. Well, I hit it so poorly. I think I had, I don't know, I might have hit it like 170 yards, 175 yards. And I ended up just left short of the water. And I get up there and I'm like, well, James hit his to the 100-yard marker. I'm like, well, I got to fucking put this close because I got to just think that he's going to hit a nice wedge in there and it's going to be tough. So I'm like, okay, it's kind of into the wind. I'm going to hit the 6-iron again. Hopefully run it up there, get it close. There's kind of a backdrop on. It kind of goes into the hill and slopes back. So I pumped a 6-iron up there, kind of went around, curved in, came back. I think it settled to, I don't know, around 3 feet. And I'm like, fuck yeah, that's a great fucking shot there. So James gets up to his ball. Well, he's in a divot. So he in a divot, just crushed the drive, and he's in a divot. And he's like, "This is shitty." And I'm like, "That's got to be one of the worst rules in golf, honestly." It's like it doesn't matter who you are. So he goes to hit it, and he loses it out to the right, like into the shit on the right. Meanwhile, everyone from the AGT that's already done is on the mic at the KP at the 19th hole right beside us. So it's like all you hear is just them going crazy. There was no quiet there at all. It was like playing live golf. And so, anyways, chips out of the thick stuff, ends up flying the green, chips back on for 4, and then 2 putts for a 6. Well, I kind of had a downhill putt, and I thought I barely touched it. Well, I touched it a little too hard, and it lipped for my birdie, and I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll make this 4. Step up, lip it again. And I'm like, okay, well, this is cool. And James is kind of standing there, he's like, Chris. And I'm like, I know, man, I know. And I kind of stand over it, I'm like, I can't miss this one. Like, come on now. So then I tap it in for 5, and I'm like, okay, that was a little closer than it needed to be. So I ended up winning my match 1-up. So I lost the first match 1-up, I won the second one 1-up. So I went 1-1 on day 1. Put myself into the 3, 4, 5, 6 playoff, and James and Cody ended up playing in the 7-8. So Cody was the number 1 seed, and I guess struggled on day 1. And so he had to play James in an 18-hole matchup on day 2, and then Ken beat Brian. I think he beat him 3-2 or 2-1, and Ken was just anytime Brian got an opportunity in that match, Ken would drain like a 10 to 12 foot putt. And Brian would just be like, what do I do here? He's like, every time I get a chance, he just drains it to put the pressure on me. Brian's got a sweet putter. It's like a broomstick putter, but it's completely like it's like a set of wings almost, and it's got like a solid weight in the middle and the back.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think it's called like a Sticks or something like that.
Sticks, yeah.
And I'm like, this is such a cool putter.
Sticks is a golf brand.
Okay, so I think that's what the brand name is of his putter.
They have a whole bag set up, Sticks.
Yeah, so he has a pretty cool putter. Yeah. So anyways, so Brian ended up losing that match. So Ken won out of our group. So he got to play Carla, who Carla out of the other group. So she went 2-0 on her day. So it was Ken and Carla for 1 and 2, and then Cody and James for 7 and 8, and myself, Shane, Justin, and Brian. We're gonna fight it out for 3, 4, 5, 6. So day 2, we teed off around.
And day 2 for you guys, it's gonna be
the 4 of us play day 2, 2 9-hole matches.
2 9-hole matches.
Yep.
Correct.
Yeah. Everybody else is playing 18-hole matches. And see, the crazy thing is like in this kind of format, in 9-hole matches, like if you get behind and it gets late, you're like, oh shit. Like the pressure's there. You might not think it's there, but it becomes there. It's crazy. So anyways, yeah, so I ended up having to play. I played Shane on day 2, and because we don't get repeat matchups in the first matchup on there, so I played Shane on day 2. So day 1 I shot an 87, which was 15 over, so not horrendous, but not great. And had 2 birdies. So day 2 I play Shane again. Got to give him a stroke on hole 6. So we play hole 1, we both bogey. Play hole 2, we both par. Play hole 3, we both par. Hole 4, we hole 4, hole 5, we both bogey. And then hole 6, I did better this time, but I ended up with a double. And he also got a double. So he beat me. So he goes 1 up. Then hole 7, He parred it. I bogeyed it. So he's 2 up. Hole. Sorry. No, he. On hole 5. Sorry, he parred hole 5 to go 1 up. Then hole 6 was 2 up. Hole 3. I lipped my par putt and I bogeyed it and he parred. And then so he beat me 3-2. So hole 8, par 5. So I step up, and they were razzing me a little bit and saying it's pretty depressing getting outdriven by a guy hitting irons. And I'm like, well, what can I say? So I bombed a few 4 irons, and they were just like intimidation. So hole 8, like the match is done. So I grabbed a 3-wood, and they're like, "You're gonna hit 3-wood?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna hit 3-wood." I was like, "Why not?" I was like, "It doesn't mean anything, so who cares?" So I ripped a 3-wood, and I hooked it to the left, bounced off a tree, came back into play, and we called it a Ken all weekend because Ken did that on Saturday like 6 times, like 5 or 6 wayward shots that were like they should have been into the shit, and him having to take a lateral. Nope, right back into play. Got so lucky, and so we don't laugh all day, all weekend. We just call him we can. So, anyways, I ripped a 3, but I ended up taking a bogeyed 8, and then 9 I bogeyed. I mean, the match was over anyways. So I shot a 44 on the front that day. So then on the back,
So you're down 2 matches to 1 right now.
yeah, I'd won 1 match, lost 2.
Okay.
So I was waiting for the loser of Justin and Brian, and I believe Justin beat Brian on the. He also beat him on the 7th hole. So both matches were over on the 7th hole. So then on the back, I got my rematch with Brian. I said to Brian, I was like, "Well, you're 1 up on our 18-hole match, Brian." I was like, "So we'll just carry on here." So hole 10, I parred. He was kind of beating his around. He chopped his last one into the backside of the green, and it would have had to take a drop. And I was sitting easy for a par, and he's just like, "Pick it up." I'm like, "Okay." So I went 1 up. Hole 2 or hole 11, I parred. He bogeyed, so I'm 2 up. Hole 3 or hole 12, we both parred, so I'm still 2 up. Hole 13, I bogeyed, and he bogeyed. Hole 14, hole 14, we both bogeyed. Hole 15, I birdied. Tucked it nice and tight, like it was perfect gap wedge length, and I tucked it to within, I don't know, like less than 2 feet. And Cody's in the group behind us, and he comes up because everybody's kind of on everybody that day. He's like, "Whoever tucked it close better make that putt." And I'm like, "All right, I will." And then so I just step up there, drain my birdie, so that puts me 3 up with 3 holes to go. So we're dormy now. So 16. I hit my tee shot out to the right, and I had to go over the trees. So I hit a 9-iron sky high over the trees to the 100-yard marker, and it was like couldn't hit it better. And he hit his second shot into the trees, had to chipped on for 4. Well, don't I fucking skull my wedge on my 3rd shot, and I'm like, "Are you shitting me? All you had to do is put it on the fucking green." So I skull my wedge over the green, chip it back, and then we both 2-putted for bogey. So that was the end of the match. So I ended up winning my match 3-2 in the second one, and then we played out the back, and we played out the final couple holes, and so then I went bogey to finish with a 40 on the back, so for a plus 1284 on the second day, which better score. And I mean, in my first match against Shane, I didn't play horrendous. Like, I mean, yeah, I had the double square, but the rest bogeys. That in our handicap, that should be pretty close. And I mean, he just played really well, made some putts, played good. Hats off to him. So then Shane and Justin played for 3rd, and I think Justin beat Shane on the 17th. No, 16th. No, 17th. The end of the 17th hole. That was when the match was over. So Justin ended up getting 3rd. Shane got fourth. I got fifth. Brian got sixth. So I mean, my first experience in the match play at Ponoka, super fun, super cool. It was there was some. What did Brian say on the 18th hole? He's like, Brian and Justin were saying on the 18th hole when we were teeing off at the end. They're like, it's got to be a rule where you have to hit a driver or a three wood. You can't just bring irons to a wood fight. And I'm like, you know what?
So what did you didn't bring your driver?
No,
No. Did you put your 3 and 5 wood in?
I had my three wood and I had my four hybrid.
And everything else was irons.
Correct. Yeah, and I hit my three wood twice, just cause like when it didn't matter, right?
Right.
And like tonight, I went out to the range and I was hitting some balls and been working on a few things, and I was swinging the driver a little bit, trying to see if I can make it. Not like I was thinking about it as I was the last few days and kind of working on some things to work on, and I don't need to hit my driver all the time, but when it's wide open and I got lots of space, yeah, I can pull the driver out and I can hit it. And if I miss left or right, it's not the end of the world. But once it gets a little tighter, I go to my irons because I know I can be in control. And Ponoka has some tight fairways, like trees on some sides. Like I hit some money fairways with the 4, 5, 6 irons, and way out there. And so very happy with that. So I mean, I'm trying to get so that I can step in and hit my driver. I worked on hitting some balls tonight. Felt really good. Understanding, how my face should be at address compared to where the ball is up in my stance. Like at address, because I've been snap hooking, so at address I'm too closed because the ball's if I'm coming to the front of my foot, or for me even further out because where my swing is, the bottom of my swing is. By the time I get back to the ball, it's really close. So if I leave it more open at address and come back and get it out on front and then get to the ball, I'm like, holy shit, I can actually hit the fucking ball without a snap hook. I'll slice it sometimes, but I'm like, I can aim down the left side and I can play that because if it hits straight, it's good. If it slices, it's going to be on the right side. It's fine. So it's a lot more, understanding that. And the same thing with my three wood, understanding that because what I've been doing is I've been too closed up, and or too close and too far back in my stance, and then by the time the ball gets there or the club gets back to the ball, the face is too close. So now I'm fucking ripping it through, or a combination of that and firing my hips too fast. So I was working on some of that tonight, just making sure working on that stuff, and felt pretty good. So it was good.
Were you comfortable in the match play though? Like,
oh yeah,
like on tour, because we play match play men's league now.
Yes.
Every week, and we did play a match play on tour, our tour last year, right?
Yep.
So match play wasn't a big deal.
No, the match play was fun. It was fun. Honestly, it was good. It had nothing to do with how I played. Just some lousy swings and knowing the golf course and a couple different things. I was comfortable in the match play. The guys that were in my bracket that I got to play were all awesome guys, super easy going. I mean, we didn't have a single gimme on day one. Like nobody gave anybody anything.
Nice.
And like I jokingly, like I said to Brian, like I think he had a putt like an inch or two, and I'm like, you can pick that one up. And he just laughs and taps it in, and he's like, oh yeah, he's like, I guess I could because it's match play. He's like, I'm just so locked into the stroke play thing. I'm like, yeah, I was like, unless you want to putt it out, I don't care. But I was like, I don't think you're gonna miss that one. But yeah, no, like our group literally had no gimmies on day one. And I was talking to some of the other guys, and like in the E flight, like where Chris Nelson won, they had tons. They were giving each other tons of stuff.
Really?
And I'm like, yeah, not here. I was like, not when I fucking three putted from like 2.5 feet. You ain't fucking giving anybody gimmies. I mean, I putted way better on day two, but yeah, no, I was comfortable. Super cool event. It's Leah's right. A totally different vibe. Everybody's pretty chill. I mean, it sucks. It's fun, but it sucks. Like your whole tournament can literally come to a putt off. That's what happened with James. Like James had a chance to knock Ken out, and he loses in a putt off, and then he loses to me after being 3 up, and then he finishes 7th. Like your weekend goes from I could be competing for 1 or 2 to So all of a sudden now I'm trying to stay out of the bottom. So it's the margins are very thin.
But that is the whole premise of that match play, though.
Yep.
Is you have to play well and you have to win your matches,
Yes.
regardless of how it all ends. You have to win your matches, right? So
Yes, sir.
you know, uh,
It,
I'll be there next year. I'm going to play next year. I missed this one, and yeah, I really wanted to play it.
Dude, I think you'll love it. I think you'll really enjoy it. It was lots of fun, and I mean, I like the golf course. I like the vibe. I mean, everybody was, everybody's always friendly on the Alberta Golf Tour, but I mean, it was just, everybody kind of gets, when you kind of get locked in and you're having fun and you're like, sometimes I'll say something and I'm not really trying to be a jackass, but it comes off as like I am being a jackass.
I can only imagine it's the shit you say that. Yes, it does come off like you're a jackass.
Like Cody said, he's like a paradise. He just pounded a mini driver, and everyone's like, yeah, great drive, Cody, and I'm like, yeah, great drive, but you're still going to be 40 yards short. And I was just being realistic about it. He's like, me and Brian were just dying laughing in the cart driving up to that ball, and I'm like. I was like, at the time, I was just, I didn't think anything of it. But shit like that, right? Yeah. Or, I'll be like, oh yeah, I just, this is perfect. What did I say on the par 3 right before I tucked the ball tight? I'm like, oh, it's a perfect distance for my gap wedge. And Justin looks up at me and he's like, shut up. He's like, not all of us can hit our gap wedge that far. And I was just like, I wasn't meaning it that way, but whatever. But it's just fun, right? It's everybody's pretty easy going. It's good. I mean, everybody does get pretty competitive. I mean, they're all playing to win.
You don't pay that money and travel there to just go and play 2 18-hole rounds. You're going to do the best you can, right?
Oh yeah, it's not. And I heard some a couple of the guys were talking about the girls having a big advantage, and I mean, sure, I was like the ladies played off the whites, so I mean, on some of the holes at 100, 150 yards, but again. They have to execute from there to take advantage of that.
You still have to play the game. You still have You still have to get yourself around the course.
100%.
So
100%. And I mean, Carla in our bracket, she played really well on day 1, and I think she played really well on day 2. But Ken was on a heater. Like he was one. I think he shot 1 over on the front on in the final match, and I think it was over by hole 14 because he was just dialed. So I mean, it's cool. It's really anybody could win, right? Like, because I think Cody in our bracket, I think he won last year in one of the brackets. This year he loses, he gets 8. Last year I think Chris Nelson got last in his bracket. This year he wins, and it's just it's a little bit of a different experience. And the matchups maybe.
I think Chris took over first place in the Order of Merit too.
I do believe, yeah. He took over first place, I think, last tournament,
did he?
And then maintained it this one. But yeah, it's interesting because I think there is some validity to the matchup. Like certain guys, like I said to James right off the hop, somebody was talking about the bracket below him, and I'm like, well, you guys don't got to worry about James. And he's just like, oh, just laughing. I'm like, oh, what do you win? Won like 4 times or whatever, and just kind of, not really getting in his head, but getting in his head. And then he goes up 3 on me, and I'm just like, yeah, whatever. And then I just continue to play and just poke away. And he's like, you're not the same. This is not the same Chris I seen on the front 9. I'm like, yeah, but I'm here. I mean, I'm gonna wait for you to make a mistake and just drag myself back into it because that's what I do.
It is true. It is true. So now that's Ponoka's done?
Yep, Ponoka's done. So now we got 2 events left in the Alberta Golf Tour season. We got Mickelson National.
August is going to be a wild month.
Right? We got August 6th at Mickelson National.
Practice round on the Monday.
We're going to play a practice round on the 5th with Blair and whomever he's bringing. And
so we'll be playing the practice round on the Monday.
Yep.
We're releasing a pod on the Tuesday. Think we can do the pod at the Mickelson Clubhouse after the round?
I don't know. It's private, maybe. We'll have to wait and see, I guess.
Well, I'm going to bring the gear because we'll either do it there or we'll do it at the hotel.
Yeah, and then I mean we can upload it and release it. We could probably release it on the computer at the hotel.
Yeah.
We could even do that.
We'll do it. We'll set it up to release on Tuesday.
Yep.
We'll talk about our practice round.
Yep.
On the Monday.
Yep.
And then the week after will be how we played at Mickelson.
And not only that, it'll be how we played at our club
championship. So we got So let's get back into that. So we got practice round on Monday the 5th.
So hold up. So we're gonna play Saturday, Sunday. Well, okay. So Thursday, maybe Friday, 9 holes each. You're gonna hopefully get out Wednesday and play some men's league. I'm not playing this week because our team's running men's league. So I'm definitely playing Thursday, Friday, playing 9 holes a day. Then probably Saturday. Bob just messaged me about going out at 7:26, so I'll jump out early with him.
When on Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll play Saturday 18, Sunday probably 18, Monday 18 at Mickelson as a practice round, Tuesday 18 at Mickelson in the AGT event, Wednesday men's league. Thursday, I'm taking off because I have
I'll probably take Thursday.
I have a meeting for to set up our volleyball co-ed league or whatever for this upcoming year. And then Friday, my dad's coming into town with Josh. So I'm going to book us a tea time between 4 and 4:30. We're going to play 18. I think you're going to join us for 9.
I'll join for 9. Yeah.
Whether it's the front or the back, whatever. And then Saturday, we have a shotgun start at 9:30 in the morning for our first round of our club championship. So I'm going to play that, and then I'm going to go play 18 somewhere else in the evening with my dad. Then Sunday, 9:30 again, shotgun start for the second round. Then go in the evening, probably go play another round with my dad somewhere. Then Monday, I'm going to go back to the hat and play 18 with my dad before he leaves because I'm off on the Monday. Tuesday will be a rest day. Wednesday will potentially be men's league again because we're coming into playoffs here.
Yeah.
And then Thursday is my normal day, and then we'll kind of slide back, relax for a week, and then the following 2 weekends later, we're going to BC for the Tour Championship.
AGT Tour Championship.
For 4 days of golf.
That's going to be wild. We're going to have to do a lot of content from out there.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. We got an Airbnb. We got an Airbnb. We got an Airbnb in Kimberley. So I booked it last week, paid for it all, and got it all booked up. It's a quiet little area in downtown Kimberley. It's got 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. It's got like a nice deck with lounge chairs, a barbecue, the whole shebang. It's in a quiet area by a creek. It's pretty nice. So looking forward to that.
I'm so looking forward to that.
I mean, we're gonna get our golfing and stuff, but there's lots of area to just chill and relax. We can go back to the house and just hang out and enjoy ourselves while we're out there because we'll drive up on the Wednesday. We play Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Probably drive home Sunday. I've got the Monday off because I don't plan on working that Monday.
I've got Monday off as well.
I was like, I'm not going. I'm not driving that far and putting myself through that. So I mean, like August is going to be an insane month. And then we
September. We've got the Ironman sometime in September.
Right? It'll be end of September, early October.
Okay.
But we're gonna have. We're gonna have to sprinkle in some Mulligans and Hackers events somewhere on Sundays in September.
Somewhere in there, we got to do some Mulligans and Hackers stuff, and at least get something done for our pals.
Yep.
And then when we do our Mulligans and Hackers Tour Championship, the Saturday Sunday 2-day event for the jacket.
Yep.
We might have to invite some people from the AGT Tour to come and see if they can get their hands on a Mulligans and Hackers jacket.
It'd be fun. It'd be fun to have everybody come down and just play our home course. We could host you guys down here and just have some fun. And invite some people down that want to come and enjoy that.
Yeah, and it'd be nice to play with some of our friends on the AG Tour at our home course just to show off our home course as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
and
that might be an idea.
Not playing for Alberta or AGT bragging rights, but you're playing for Mulligans and Hackers Tour bragging rights.
And if you win the weekend, you get to take the jacket home.
That's right.
So
I got 3 hanging on my wall. Alvin's got 1.
I've got 1. So if somebody else wants a chance at the Mulligans and Hackers Tour Championship jacket, more than welcome to come and give it a whirl for the weekend.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. When we first started that's kind of what we, maybe envisioned happening. You kind of branch out as you're making more friends and invite some people down to kind of hang out and come and play. And people have busy lives, so I mean, you're not always going to have the same people hanging around. But I mean, the Hat is such a beautiful golf course. If you guys have never played it, like if you get a chance to, it's definitely the best course in the city. I know some of you guys on the AGT, you got to play Desert Bloom last year.
Yeah.
The Hat's better. Honestly,
I like
I
it
just
better.
think the Hat's better.
We do have to get out to the Bloom sometime too, though.
Yes, we do. We definitely need to get out to the Bloom this year. I've played Riverview. I've played the Hat, or the Hat.
Haven't played Connaught.
I've played Cottonwood. Won't play Connaught. But we definitely got to get out to the Bloom this year. But yeah, so now we're in preparation mode. We're going to play a shit ton of golf over the next week.
In August.
Heading into Mickelson National, where it is our first time ever on the AGT replaying a course.
This will be the first time we're playing a repeat event, Mickelson National.
So I mean, the nice thing is on Monday we play our practice round. I suspect I'm going to be off different tees than you guys.
But I think we're going to play that Monday from the tees that we would normally play on the tour, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, what's the point of having a practice round if you're not going to play it from the tees you're going to be playing from?
Yep.
For sure. That's the whole idea, right? Like, get an idea. And I mean, what I remember from last year, even though it was pouring rain, it was a blistering fast greens out there, man. Blistering fast.
Yeah,
even in the rain, they were blistering fast.
I get to pull out the Golf Logics.
Yep.
For Mickelson National.
Yeah, I got to get mine out of my room. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah, you got yours.
I got mine too. Yeah.
Shout out to Golf Logics. For sending me this bad boy.
That's right.
Be going through this a little bit. There's some really cool stuff in this.
Though that book is freaking awesome. It's similar to kind of the notes and stuff that the pros use kind of on their courses and when they're doing stuff.
Yeah. Like heat maps for the greens, and
that stuff is vitally important.
It's
like really helps you out. So, little off of our normal topic. Are you or have you watched Happy Gilmore 2 yet?
I have not. Have you?
I have not, but I plan on watching it tonight.
Okay. Well,
so I'm going to sit down and watch it and see what the fuss is about. I mean, I've heard mixed reviews.
I've heard mixed reviews as well. So I think we'll have to give Happy Gilmore a watch and maybe do a review video that we post just on YouTube.
I think that's a great idea.
Okay.
Everybody's seen the Sweet Odyssey putter re-release that they were giving away, doing lots of giveaways on.
Lots of giveaways, yeah.
Man, that thing is slick.
I'm not into it. I'm not.
I was bugging Bryce when we were golfing with him on Thursday. I'm like, I feel like you need that hockey putter or the hockey stick putter. I was like, that's like right up your guys' alley. But yeah, no. So it just released on Netflix on Friday. So I'm gonna sit down and give it a watch.
I'm gonna give it a watch too because I really like the first one, and I'm not gonna let anybody else's opinion affect my judgment on if I want to watch it or not. I will watch it.
It'll never be as good as the first one because the sequels never are.
I watch Happy Gilmore, the first one, at least once a year.
100%. That's like a staple, man.
So
that's one of Adam Sandler's best movies.
And again, it's Adam Sandler goofy shit. So if you're going into it looking for some cinematic genius, you're not going to get it because it's Adam Sandler and his pals. And now some golf guys.
Oh, I think this movie set a record for the most cameos. The most cameos. Like I think Eminem's in it. I think there's a shit ton of live golf guys. There's
but even
some NFL guys.
Zalatoris is in it. Justin Thomas is in it. So they got the PGA guys there too.
There's some live guys. Yeah,
live and PGA. So we'll give that a watch, and maybe we'll do a review on that and drop it on YouTube.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, other than that, we're just. It's a week of prep, and
it is a week.
Then we're back to golf.
I'm taking another day off here.
Hopefully, you're feeling better and ready to rock and roll.
I'm gonna go out Wednesday, play men's league, see how I feel, and probably get a ton of golf in after that. Then, if I'm good to go. So, yeah.
Yeah, take care of your health, big guy. That's how it was. That was not good to hear that when I messaged you on Saturday.
I was. When I'm sick, I can get over it pretty fast. This was different.
Yep.
So. I've never felt like that before, and it was concerning. Still is a little concerning, but on the mend, and we'll see how it plays out.
All right. Well, lots of golf to come.
August, big month.
Yep. Later.